Thank you. So yeah, as Aiden said, my name is Ingrid, and I am from LA, but I was born in El Salvador, but no one cares about that. No one cares about that. I have a question for you all. Do you remember how old you were when your parents said you could date?
Yeah.
Okay, you, how old were you? When your parents said you could date?
Hi.
Okay, it's cool. And
Never.
never. Oh shit. Anyone else remember how old you were when your parents said you could date?
Yeah.
Okay, how old were you? 12. Wow. How progressive. Okay. So I was 15 when my mom said, okay, you could date now, but there was a catch. She goes, you can only date boys from church. So I was like a good high school student. I was really smart, was into books. And so I looked at my mom straight in the eye and I'm like, okay, mom, no problem. Date boys from church. And then I snuck around behind her back with all my little boyfriends that did not go to church. So that was how I dealt with that, right? But back in the day, dating was super easy. It was like, don't pick your friend's ex, and you just look in your classes. You have algebra class, science, PE. PE is like the best place, right? You get to see, who's athletic, right? So that was really simple. But if any of you are in your 30s and still single, which I am, things get nuanced. They get complicated. And they get strange. So the other day I was talking to one of my friends who's still in the US. Talks to me about this one guy she went on a date with, and she was like, oh my God, like I went out on a date with Robbie and he's 41. He still lives in his mom's basement. Has no job. And he smells like ass. I will never go out with him again. So like, do you want to date him? First of all, I tell her, you don't understand geography. I am in Buenos Aires. You just said he's nasty. Why would I want to date him? Well, like, he's like a person. So that is how things are at this age. People will go out on dates and then they just want to throw them at you. It's like, well, why didn't you go out with them? Well, they suck. Well, here, you. It's like, ugh. But then there's another thing that happened. This was a few years back. A friend of mine, we're just talking, having our drinks, and she goes, yo, like, my uncle, you really would have liked him. He was a painter. He owns a castle. Lives in Spain.
Okay.
And so she was, you really would have liked him. And I'm like, well, what do you mean I would have liked him? What happened? Did he get boring? Did he get married? And she goes, no, he's dead. But if he were alive, you two would have made a great couple. Okay. When someone is trying to set you up with somebody who is dead, that is pre-ghosting, okay? That is advanced level ghosting. It's like, we literally need to have a seance for me to have a date with this guy, and I'm not gonna do that, okay? So that's kind of how things go, right? And then we have my other friend, right? Okay, so when I was in Mississippi, which is where I spent the pandemic, because that's where my parents live, I had this other friend who goes, you know what, my brother-in-law is like the perfect man for you. It's like, what do you mean? Well, he's from the Middle East, so he eats spicy foods, never gonna have bland food. I'm like, okay, good. He wants to travel the world, great, and he doesn't want children. Awesome. Amazing. And then she goes, now he's coming from Jordan. I'm like, whatever, okay. but I don't know if he's gonna want to stay in Mississippi or New York. And I'm like, what the hell? He's gonna pick New York. So summer comes by, and she didn't talk to me until Christmas because she pre-ghosted me on this man's behalf. But one thing that we learn about dating is that, you know, any of you here ever been dumped for like a stupid reason?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what is the dumbest reason? You.
Oh, I used to be blonde,
Mm-hmm.
temporary, and I dyed my hair black again, and he liked blondes.
What a bitch.
Yeah.
Okay, who else got dumped for a stupid reason? I heard someone else.
Me.
Okay.
I wasn't 40 years old.
Oh! So that person wanted a sugar daddy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, materialistic asshole. The dumbest reason I can think of for why I got dumped is because I was too nice. You know, the guy, you know, looks at me, holds my hand, and goes, I can't do this anymore. It's like, what's wrong? When I began this relationship, I didn't know what I wanted, and you're basically wife material, and we need to break up. And so I did the mature thing and just let him go. No, I did not do that. I was like, I could change, okay? I could be a bitch. I will fuck all your friends. I can spend all your money. Just stay. And he just takes one look at me and goes, no, you won't. Woman, you cannot be fixed.
Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck?
So my name is Ingrid, and I want to welcome the next comedian, Maggie!
Good.